Welcome back to the Artie Lange Show. My next guest, an enormous Jay-Z fan, apparently. He was there till 3 in the morning.
Really?
I heard you said it was the greatest night of your life.
It was awesome. And Dan Filato is my new hero.
All right, well, I mean, but
Why did
you
he
say
get
that?
you to the VIP area?
He did, no. I mean, the Twins waved at me. That was as close as I got to the
They
VIP.
were in the VIP area?
No, that's back-to-back years. You'll remember, Artie, last year. They just, oh, hey, Brent. But, they didn't have time for me once again this year at the DirecTV party.
They were in the VIP area?
With guess who?
Absolutely.
With guess who? Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, on his lap.
No. No, come on.
Yes.
One was DiCaprio and one was with McCartney.
Oh my God, Paul McCartney.
Wait a
Oh my
second.
God, I love you in the
Are you kidding me?
wingspan.
Are you guys are pulling my leg.
No, they were there.
Yeah. I got a wave. I felt good about that. They both waved at me
did.
from like 100 yards away. I saw Artie. That was the thrill for me. And then the Jay-Z thing was secondary.
But I have a list of the Jay-Z songs. They gave me the set list. You tell me what you like. Of course, you open with "You Don't Know." That's like Thunder Road to me. Again, he comes out and again, it's just you hear boom, 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 and then he just goes, yeah, oh my God.
Yeah, I heard a lot of
Then they go on to the next one. Had no idea. Holy Grail, no idea. F with me, I got it. Whatever. 99 Problems. Now I know that. 99 Problems and a Bitch Ain't One. You don't know that song?
Right.
Originally an
Only
Ice-T song.
filtered through your style.
But I've never sang that to you.
You sing.
If you got lady problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems with a bitch ain't one. That's all I know. I know
I've
the
heard
chorus.
you. I've heard you.
See,
say
I
that
feel
before.
too like
I really
Artie's.
have.
I had never heard it until that night. I think it was just Artie's references.
Yeah.
Well,
He's got a lot of them.
Yeah, he does.
He has
Picasso, baby, which
His
is
brain. It's like he can retell you the movie after he sees it.
it depends on the film.
Every line.
Picasso, yeah, I do have a trap for insignificant knowledge. It really is. Honestly. I'm not going to talk Jack London with you, but if you want to talk about Bill Murray's early work. Picasso, baby, a very unpretentious move. He compares himself to Picasso. Dead Presidents, No Church in the Wild, Big Pimpin'. Now that I've heard. Dirt Off Your Shoulders. N-Words in Paris. You never heard that?
I've heard you refer to it.
Yeah.
It's got my favorite lyric of all time. One of my favorite. Tom Ford. Is he talking about the designer, Tom Ford? Yeah. What? There's a big shout out for Tom Ford. He wrote a whole song about Tom Ford?
You missed I Just Want to Love You.
That's kind of
Give
fruity.
it to me.
What? Just want to what?
I just want to love you. Give it to me. In
I never heard
parentheses.
that.
Yeah.
You've heard that one.
I have? Have I?
I promise you have.
Okay.
It's like some high-pitched guy going, now I just want to love you, be
Maybe.
who I am.
Maybe.
All
All
this
right.
cash, I forget your man.
Maybe it's you. It sounds good.
That doesn't ring a bell.
Run This Town, I know.
Yeah.
Because that's the one he does with what's her face? Rhiannon. Empire State of Mind. You know that about New York.
Yeah, I know that
New
one.
where dreams are made of.
Drunk in Love with Beyonce. I don't know
Hard
that.
Knock Life. That's where he takes the Annie song. Get the Hard Knock Life.
I've heard
for
that.
me.
I've heard the Annie song.
And Izzo, H to the Izzo, H to the Ive, H to the. He's spelling a word in some ghetto form.
Hova.
Yeah, Hova.
That's for
He refers to
short
himself
for
as-
Jehovah.
Yeah, and who's him? He's in that song.
So he's saying
in
that
one song he's Picasso, and the other song he's
the
Jesus
Son
Christ.
of God. Wow,
Listen, man.
that's a little bit
basically,
sacrilegious.
Yeah, I don't like it. That was an awesome
Well, if you
concert.
believe in God, it is. I mean,
Right.
What did you think it was awesome?
I thought it was, but I only 4 of these songs would I have known are Jay-Z. Honestly, only 4, but it didn't really matter. I mean, it was just.
It was like a big
the
celebrity.
energy. Yeah, it was just cool. Like it was, and Dan absolutely, it was the biggest sacrifice any friend I've ever had.
Really, does Dan look like a big Jay-Z fan to you? Think?
Yeah, what did Dan?
It's not like he
Here's
gave you,
what happened.
it's not like he gave you Jackson Brown
I
tickets.
mean, I don't want to turn this into a praising Dan situation. That's the last thing we
Go
need
right
for
ahead. He
ratings, but-
deserves it.
No, here's the bottom line is I had a game in Philadelphia. I had UMass into St. Joe's, big upset. St. Joe's beats you. I'm hightailing it back from Philadelphia. And he's like, call me when you get 30 minutes away. He's at his house. Like he's, enjoying a Saturday night. He drives down to the studio to meet me.
Yeah.
To give me his 2 tickets. It was so impossible for anyone to get in. I had guaranteed my buddy that we were going to go, and so 2 tickets. So Dan gives me his tickets. Not only does he give me the tickets, he meets me down here to give me the tickets, and then he waits at the studio while my buddy and I walk over there and spend the 20 or 30 minutes, going through the lines and the whole process. Gives me his ID to match up with the tickets and waits here until we make sure to get in. Until finally we get in and he goes back home.
Two ways to look at it. One, he's a great friend. Another, he wants to be you. Oh my God, that Brent's a real looker. No, I mean, but Dan is honestly one of the most selfless guys. He's great, but I mean, I'm just saying, it's not like he's not giving you Bruce tickets. I mean, if I knew I could get that kind of brownie points with a friend, I could have handed over these things.
I guess they were hard to get, right?
No,
those tickets were.
Well, yeah, they're very hard to get. It's a big deal.
Justin Bieber couldn't get in. They didn't want any part of his entourage.
It was. It was.
So he
very,
actually showed up, and they wouldn't let him in.
No, they just told him don't show up.
That
That would have been better.
But you didn't know 99 Problems was a Jay-Z song. That was originally an Ice-T song.
Yeah, that's one of the four. Yeah, that one along with The Empire State of Mind, Hard Knock Life, and Young Forever.
And I've heard Jay-Z.
And Run This Town, 5.
I've heard Jay-Z interviewed, and that song it's not about women, it's about dogs, drug-sniffing dogs.
Really?
Yeah. Cops pulled him over when he was dealing crack, and he had a whole trunk of crack.
Oh.
And the dogs came, and they didn't find it or something.
Really?
So he said the bitches weren't a problem. I don't know. That's what he said in an interview.
Wow.
Every like rich white kid, rich 17-year-old white kid who goes to Duke. Oh, wow, is that true? Worshipping him. No Church in the Wild. No idea. Big Pimpin'. Dirt Off Your Shoulders. That sounds crazy. Mm-hmm. But H to the Ove, M to the Izze. It's always cool seeing a famous person he's an icon.
Yeah. That's true. I think that was the neatest part for me.
That's what I mean. He's an iconic guy.
Yeah, just seeing how he kind of like captured the crowd, like the energy.
The energy was unreal.
Yeah.
Like the way people respond. And then when Beyonce came out, I'm not even a big Jay-Z fan. But
it sounds like you are, man.
I know.
Sounds like you're a bigger
gives
Beyonce
me the
fan.
list. Dan gives me the list and goes, "You're coming on next. You're going to talk Jay-Z tonight." No idea. I might be the last guy in this city, maybe in the country, that is an expert on Jay-Z.
What about DJ Tiesto?
I'm out.
I was kind of disappointed in DJ Tiesto.
He was the guy that played all night.
Yeah, when someone is that popular, and he's very popular, makes a lot of money, you go, okay, I'm going to see him live. There's probably something about him where you go, okay, I get it.
Yeah, like
I'm not a fan, but I get it. Yeah. There wasn't even that. It was just a guy playing music.
It was subtle.
I
thought there would be like
DJ?
flames or some sort of light show.
How do these guys separate themselves?
I don't know. Here's Dirt Off Your Shoulders.
I got you. Here, if you feeling like a pimp, go on, brush your shoulders off. Ladies is pimps.
Maybe. Yeah, I guess I have. He's good. Again, you don't realize rap is a talent till you hear someone who can't rap.
That's a good point.
When you hear someone try who can't do it, you go, wow, I guess it is a talent. He just has him and like Snoop Dogg. Like
I like Snoop. I like Snoop a lot.
God, they're Flow is the name.
Yeah.
They have Flow.
The Flow.
I'm going to educate you.
There you go.
Flow. And Biggie, to me, Biggie Smalls had the best though. I love that guy.
Really?
Not because he was just a fat guy, but I did enjoy him. I did. Eminem, there's a guy.
Yeah, I think he's really talented. Word wise.
You do, as an English major at
Yeah.
Stanford, you appreciate his.
I really do. Yeah.
Okay, what about you?
I like him. He's okay. I mean, he's
I think
he's so far out there. The movie, I
He's
really enjoyed that
crazy.
movie, by the way.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
his
9 months.
His mother was Kim Basinger.
I know. That's one reason I really liked it.
I've seen pictures of his mother.
concept-
She should be very flattered.
the way that he rhymes words like internally all through his lyrics.
He rhymed internally with
is really impressive. Like internal rhyme.
Oh, I
It's
thought
called-
you meant the word internally.
No, it's called assonance and consonance. When you repeat like vowel sounds or consonants,
And he's able to
sounds
do that.
within words, like
Yeah.
not the end of words. So it's all sing-songy
No,
and
well,
rhymey.
did you
does it.
study? What poets did you study as an English major?
I mean everything.
So, like a great poet will, like not just obviously rhyme stuff. They will take a word and then in the next line use a word that's like the inverse version of it or something,
Well,
right?
the sounds
The
of
words
a
are
word,
related somehow.
Yeah.
And it's not through rhyme and even meaning. It's something else.
Yeah, like I feel like he has the ability to manipulate the language like some of those great poets did.
Like
you know?
Walt Whitman.
Like, sure.
Who's your favorite
I mean,
poet?
I really liked Geoffrey Chaucer.
Chaucer, you're a big Chaucer guy. Right.
But that's just because
Why?
I mean, he was writing in Middle English, which is nothing like what we speak, but he was just vulgar and
Did you ever read Charles
incredibly
Bukowski?
dirty.
Did you ever read Bukowski? He's a modern day guy. He was doing his 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. From L.A., he was a post office worker and never made enough money as a poet to get out of the post office. He stayed
really?
there
Wow.
and wrote, you want to talk about anger and vulgar towards women, but just like brilliant.
Wow.
I'm going to give you some of his stuff. And a girl I knew turned me on to Bukowski in L.A. when I was like 26 years old. If you like Chaucer, you're going to love him.
Well, I like the old stuff. Like I like Chaucer just because it's so far back and it was written in a language that was like a mixture of French and German and English. So it was really out there.
Right.
But it was also just lewd and funny. And I like like old stuff like Christopher Marlowe, who wrote in iambic pentameter, which is what Shakespeare wrote in.
Right.
But he was a lot darker and more.
Brent, what do you think about
I
Chaucer?
think he's really smart.
I named
this guy right here.
I named my daughter after Christopher Marlowe.
Seriously?
I mean, her name is Marlowe, Marlowe, after Christopher.
Wow,
Marlowe.
really? Well,
Yeah.
does she? By the way, is that the youngest girl?
No, she's the middle one.
Oh God,
She's
I was
six.
having fun with your kids. Your kids are great. You got a great
Yeah,
family. I
thank you.
hung out with John's wife and his kids. They
Yeah.
are really great people. You have a good family, man.
Thank you.
And I
Well,
really
they had
enjoy.
fun
Yeah,
with you.
I had fun with your kids, like
Yeah.
goofing around with them. They got good senses of humor.
Yeah.
They really do. It's like
It
fun.
was cool at the beach bowl. That
Right.
we had like whatever you'd call that, like the family area.
Now,
Nice.
Brent, I noticed when I brought up John's kids, you went like this.
Now, what are you?
I mean, I'm sorry.
Show me some pictures.
No,
No, they're
that's
very
our family
Your
area
daughter
was
has
cool.
insane energy, which is great.
I know.
And then your son, I'm telling you, your
Hyperactive.
son is, and I'm telling you this, he is. You got to check his IQ. That's an insanely smart kid.
Yeah, he seems smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's very scientific or whatever.
And
But
your wife is very nice, very helpful with stuff. She charged my phone.
yeah, no, she's great.
Yeah, very
Yeah,
pretty.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
I feel very fortunate. But
Brent, very pretty.
Outkicked your cover.
Yeah.
All of us got very lucky.
right? Everyone. at this
No one
table.
outkicked
Well,
covers like me,
that's-
guys. Just because,
My
not
buddy-
because of your wives, because of how ugly I am. No one outkicked.
I introduced you to my buddy Dan at the thing the other night. He turns to me and he goes, "Is that Artie's girlfriend?"
I know.
Fiance.
Fiance, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah."
It is
Girlfriend's
pretty-
all right.
She signed
It
up.
is
No,
incredible.
but I think he was saying you did pretty well for yourself.
You know what you
Yeah.
can do if you look at my fiance, and with me, it's safe to say the way my track record. That's my future girlfriend. No, but I'm saying because of how ugly I am, I think I did the best.
Yeah, the discrepancy is.
The discrepancy,
Great.
the gap is insane. I mean, Brent's girl looks like him with a wig.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Brent's a good looking guy.
And you're a good-looking guy. I played football. You're in good shape. I look like the Newman from Seinfeld, with an opiate addiction, and a gray beard and just a disgusting attitude, like a horrible negative attitude.
Well, you're doing something right.
Yeah. Hey, I read the book. I couldn't put the book down.
There you
Like,
go.
on a-
What about that?
No, on a Saturday night, Artie, like I got better things to do than read. Like I don't read that much. And like 2 a.m., I'm just like, I can't.
I know.
Second
good, I
second
gotta tell
bestseller in 5 years. By the way, I got some actually very great career news. I can't say a name, but looks like there's movie interest. Like I'm close to signing a movie deal for my book.
Wow.
Really?
Like both of them with a big name guy, a big name director wants to do it.
No way.
And it would be about the book. The same stuff that happened in the book that you describe would be
Yeah, I would assume if they buy the book, they're going to make reference to it.
fantastic.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
no,
awesome.
it would be like a chronological thing, like putting it in order with the stories and everything.
Who would play Artie? Would be.
Not me. I don't want to do it. I don't want to go through that again.
What about Adriana?
Yeah, Bobby Moynihan's a good idea.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like Bobby.
What
Johnson.
about someone was on the show recently.
I would be honored if Bobby did it, but
What's the thing that someone brought up on the show recently that seemed to be off-putting for you? where they said, "Hey, congratulations on."
Picking you up to go to the beach ball?
No. That was bizarre.
Congratulations on what?
Congratulations on being like a spider or something
A spider?
on Broadway. Something
I don't know
along
what the
those
hell you're
lines.
talking about. They're waiting like a spider.
Oh, he's saying a caller, I think, or someone called in and said that you were going to play something on a Broadway play or musical or something.
I thought it was a guest that
Or a
we
guest.
had.
Oh,
maybe something?
Charlotte's Web. You know, Jeff Garland said that as a joke. There's a pig in Charlotte's Web. I'm the pig.
Oh, okay.
Mr. English major doesn't know that.
Wow.
Ever heard of Charlotte's Web? Over there, you're too busy reading Chaucer, you jerk.
I ate a lot of bugs.
Oh, that was a joke.
Well, now I'm all sad.
I thought you were doing. For some reason, I thought you were portraying a spider on Broadway.
Right now, 80% of our audience is Googling Chaucer. Hansy's head just exploded. All right, we're going to come back, and we'll talk more with Brent. We'll get into the nuances of the game. I thought we'd get a better Jay-Z analysis from you.
It's I opened. This has been a great segment for me. Jay-Z and Chaucer, perhaps the two worst topics for me. For my, I'm only at a certain level.
I got 99 guests tonight, and I wish Brent wasn't one. Back after that.
Fireplace. I may or may not return.
The Artie Lange Show, weeknights on Audience, only on DirecTV.